WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Good Tuesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. Bundle up if you have outdoor plans today, maybe getting outside to do a little bit more shoveling or cleanup. After yesterday's storm, it is going to be cold and windy, really blustery wind coming in from the west-northwest, sustained between 15 and 20 miles per hour, but gusting up to 30 at times. That's making temperatures feel about 10 degrees colder than they actually are. So throughout the afternoon, temperatures only feel like the 20s, feeling like the teens by about dinner time tonight, and single digits by the time you step outside Wednesday morning. The good news is we do have nice clear skies, but the bad news is that with those cold temperatures, anything that melts today with the assistance of ice melt or of course the sun will refreeze overnight. Now we do still have a winter weather advisory in effect for far western Maryland. That's where an additional 3 to 6 inches of snow will fall over the next couple of days. This goes until 12 o'clock on Thursday. If you are traveling through the area west on 68, you might come across some of those really difficult road conditions and some reduced visibility from blowing snow because it is windy in the mountains as well. Now we're already looking ahead to our next storm system that looks to bring another round of snow late Friday night into Saturday morning. Now there are still two scenarios at play. The first, that would track a storm that forms around Texas Friday. That would bring it right up the East Coast and bring us some higher snowfall totals, especially along the 95 corridor. The second scenario is where that storm tracks through the Carolinas and then stays out to sea, still close enough to bring us some light snow, but a widespread 1 to 2 inches of snow would be likely. So it does look like we will see some snow. The question right now is how much can we expect? And that's what we'll fine tune over the next several days. Now, this is Friday morning, 7 o'clock. That storm again forming right around the Texas Gulf Coast, pulling in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. So a really healthy looking storm that could bring some wintry weather to parts of Texas, Oklahoma, into the south and east. Looks like another rainmaker for areas in the southern southeast, but for areas north, cold enough for snow. This is 6 o'clock Friday night. No issues for our Friday forecast. We've got mostly sunny skies, some clouds moving in later Friday night. It's really not until around 10, 11 o'clock when that light snow looks to start. This is 11 p.m. As you're checking in with Topper, he would be tracking some of that moderate to occasionally heavy snow into the overnight hours. This is right around 6 o'clock. The storm's already going to be pulling away. So if you're farther north and west, you'll likely wake up to some light snow. Areas along 95 seeing some moderate snow. But then by late morning, say 9, 10 o'clock, most if not all of this snow is out of here. And by lunchtime, sunshine is back. So this is a really quick hitting storm. It's not going to be a prolonged snow event like what we saw on Monday, but could bring in a fresh coating of snow on top of everything that's already fallen. So if we see the scenario where the storm stays more out to sea, we're looking at a widespread 1 to 2 inches of snow for just about everyone. If it moves up the East Coast, that's what would result in some higher snowfall totals, especially along 95, 3, 4, even 5 inches of snow possible with less snow off to the north and west. So not going to be a major high impact storm like the last one we saw. And thankfully, with the timing being late Friday night into Saturday, hopefully everyone can stay home, stay safe, and stay off the roads while we clean up from this next round of snow. And as we look into the rest of the weekend, it actually turns milder, still below average in the low 40s for Sunday, but warmer than it has been and warmer than it will be over the next several days. We look to stay in the low 40s for Monday of next week before another Arctic blast moves in with temperatures below freezing by the middle part of the week. And as we look ahead to the extended forecast, this is the Climate Prediction Center 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Temperatures trend below average for much of the country. We don't see any orange or yellow on the map indicating those above average temperatures. Instead, slightly below average for the western part of the country, but along the East Coast, that deeper shading of blue, that brings temperatures anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees below average. So our entire 7-day forecast colder than we expect it to be, even as we do warm up towards Sunday into Monday. Should be right around 45 degrees by this time in January, and we are well below that for the next several days, and blustery wind will stick around. So make sure you dress for temperatures that feel like the 20s all the way through the end of the week, and keep an eye on that refreezing threat. Again, anything that melts throughout the day over the next several days will freeze overnight, so icy patches do remain a threat. We're watching that Saturday morning storm chance, and we'll keep you posted on how much snow we can expect, but it does look to end the weekend on a much brighter note on Sunday with those warmer temperatures.